excited about this? And you're convinced you do not have to be a doctor, you do not have to have all these qualifications to be able to talk to people about this, correct? Okay, because I don't want that to be your excuse. Excuses are easy, you know, you can go there. And that creates inflammation, and inflammation is the beginning of the #1 cause of heart disease. And inflammation, #1 cause of death is heart disease. The #2 cause of mortality and morbidity is cancer. And the #3 in the area that I'm really getting more and more interested in is autoimmune conditions. Something that we wouldn't have talked about 20 years ago. Autoimmune. I'm going to give you a little simple science lesson. See that inflammation is to do with the immune system? So autoimmunity is when the immune system goes array. It's like the good stuff it's meant to do goes crazy. So you get psoriasis, and you get rheumatoid arthritis, and scleroderma. And when you get one autoimmune condition, your chances of getting another are very high. Hashimoto's thyroiditis. And the treatment for autoimmune condition is to decrease inflammation of the body. The gut first, and then all the other things that we're going to talk about. So it's a very interesting area of exploration of medicine, autoimmunity, and I'm sure we're going to talk in talks to come in USANA, we're going to talk more and more about that. So some of you have seen this. I suggest on a napkin or a piece of paper when you're talking to someone, you show them why sugar is fattening. And the body likes to be in this ideal blood sugar range. And when you have and when we talk about sugar, I'm talking about high glycemic sugars. I'm talking about spaghetti and rice and pasta, as well as the candies. And Jen talked about it last night, so it's so interesting that teachers and parents, many of them give candy as rewards because that's what we're used to. And that's another belief system based on this that we've got to turn around, that it's actually not good for them to give them this kind of sugar as a reward. Your blood sugar goes up, and then this hormone, what's the hormone that comes up when your blood sugar goes up? Insulin. Insulin creates inflammation of the body, #1 creator of inflammation. It's very high risk of heart disease when you have a high insulin. But insulin brings your blood sugar down. And then when it comes too low, the hormone cortisol comes out. Cortisol because the body thinks it's stress, because you need to have a stable blood sugar to be able to think clearly. So you've got high insulin, you've got high cortisol, and they both store fat. And that's why sugar is fat. Simple. People don't think sugar is fattening, but it's the hormone response, and then all day this is what your body is doing. Up and down, up and down. We wonder why kids can't concentrate in school. So, what our job is to do is stabilize the blood sugar, and that's what Reset can do. It's a solution, because all the foods are in there in the 5-day kit. You eat 3 meals a day of the shakes, low glycemic, high quality functional foods. You eat the 2 bars in between. You've got the supplements. No brainer, it's all there. And then they feel what it's like. So then they're more motivated to move this way on the spectrum of eating healthy. So then you move to whatever your next step is with Reset. Or if someone has an excuse, oh, I don't eat soy. We've got a solution to that. Create your own Reset with the whey, if they can have whey, or the Nutrimeal free. 3 shakes a day, 2 bars, nutty berry bars, supplements. No excuse, you can still do the 5 days. It's a good place to begin as people transition to learn healthier. And then they'll go to Sonobeef and we'll learn all of these other great recipes and ways of eating, and we keep moving. It's a journey for all of us. But we're moving constantly in the direction of eating healthier and more whole food. So our job is to stabilize the blood sugar. It's not sugar-free because our body and brain need carbs, but it's getting the good carbs in the right amount, and it's stopping the spikes, because it's the spikes that create inflammation and overweight. So that's why on Reset, haven't you seen people lose a significant, or I like to say release, a significant amount of weight just in 5 days?
Yes.
It's amazing. Because when you decrease inflammation in the body, for one, inflammation holds a lot of fluid, and fluid just sweat. The more water you drink on Reset, the more you can get rid of that inflammation. And then they're motivated to move forward into eating healthier. don't be thinking diet drinks are any better, because that's another thing people substitute, right? Look at the link between diet sodas and you'll see many autoimmune conditions. That's my word of the day. Autoimmune conditions, fibromyalgia, memory loss, tinnitus, joint pain, arthritis, because of the chemicals, the preservatives that are in artificial things that create inflammation of the body. So the first thing I like to ask people before they do reset is get off your diet sodas. And when you're off your diet sodas, you can start reset. That's just what I do, but everybody's different. You don't have to do that, but don't forget to educate people about the dangers of diet sodas as well. So I just had to bring a little medical something to you here. It's before lunch, but this is a picture of a liver. So a healthy liver looks really nice. In fact, when you're actually opening up in surgery, the liver looks really red and luscious and very bloody. So liver is the main organ of detoxification. This is called a fatty liver. Anyone heard of fatty liver? It looks like that, right there. And then this is called cirrhosis. I know you've heard that related to alcohol. Cirrhosis. Well, there's a French delicacy. You probably wonder, why the heck is she showing this picture? There's a French delicacy that's related to fatty liver. Because fatty liver is very much related to the glycemic index of the foods you eat. And do you know what the French delicacy is? That's that one, yeah. Foie gras. They say foie gras. Okay. Here's a picture of foie gras. Here's a picture of fatty liver. A picture of foie gras. This is a French delicacy. And the way they make foie gras is they feed these geese and ducks, they force feed them large amounts of grain. So, and mainly corn, so that the livers balloon up 6 to 10 times in size, and they're packed with fat. So you're basically eating fatty liver when you're eating foie gras, but my message is grains, which is what we put under the umbrella of sugars, creates this fatty liver in us. And that's what it looks like. And so if you're really wanting to talk to people about the dangers of grain, too many grains and sugars and Cheerios, then talk about fatty liver, because I'm hearing a lot more people say they have fatty liver, and it's because of our lifestyle. It goes through that sugar. My time is out, but I want to give you this little mnemonic of how I like to explain the 5-day sugar detox and some of the benefits. That it stabilizes blood sugar, you know that. You learn healthier habits because you're eating every couple of hours, you're drinking lots of water, you're taking your supplements twice a day, you're stabilizing your blood sugar and your mood, and it helps get over habits like not eating breakfast or not eating at all until nighttime. So it's a fabulous first step that you can introduce someone to help them with their sugar issues. And of course you release weight as a side effect of stabilizing your blood sugar. So after the reset, you have to have a program for after reset. So that's why I use my It's Your Lifestyle Killing You. I have a Sugar Buster program, and you can just go and look at that. The SugarBusters.com, Deb and I created a program, and we do have it available for our whole USANA family if you're interested in doing these groups that we do, because people need support. Old habits die hard. And just giving them a reset kit I don't think that's good customer service, and we've learned a lot about supporting people to behavior change. And you've got to start talking about stress management and sleep management and all the other things on the wheel, and you get that chance when you have a whole program that you use, starting with reset. And while they're on reset, I tell you, they're a really captive audience, because they got all this extra time, so they don't have to buy food, they don't have to cook. And so they're saying, we've got all this extra time, use that time to educate them about sleep and exercise and stress management. And then you've got customers for life. And you've got people that you have transformed. Whose life has been transformed by the Reset program? Just stand up for me if you would. Stand up and acknowledge. Yes.